the outpouring of support, whether it be from the veterans community, the church community, and the Bruderhof have been so incredibly generous in making sure that necessary roof repairs get done here, or the gentleman that I'm going to ask to speak in just a few seconds. We want to be clear about one thing. We are blessed to have the level of support that we have within the community. We are honored to stand with our veterans, and I can assure you, we want to make sure that we provide a vehicle for people to say thank you and to give back. But come hell or high water, we are going to have a veterans home here by the end of this year. And so, with that, I would like to introduce the owner of Sawyer Motors, a wonderful corporate citizen, Bob Seracasano. Bob, please. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mike. You know, over a year ago, first of all, I want to thank everybody giving me this opportunity. This is such an honor for me. Over a year ago, we have a car show. We planned a car show. We already started planning a car show yesterday for next year. And I'm trying to figure out what beneficiary can I have, or what can we pick. And I'll tell you a story what brought me to that. But I was in the Army. I went to Korea in 1971, and lucky for me, I went to Korea, and I was here for 13 months. But through my 13 months tour, I had one of my best friends. His name is William Robinson. He went to Vietnam. He did what a lot of you guys did. He went to Vietnam. He served there for, I believe, 13 months. And I remember him writing to me. He never told me what he was up against or what he was doing. He told me he had a good day, and then he told me he had a bad day. And my days in Korea were always good, always good. But I know by his letters, a lot of times they weren't so good. Luckily, he came home. But when he came home, he had some situations. And he had those situations for a long time. Lucky for him that he went on with his life. He had married, had, I believe, 2 beautiful children. And still we were best of friends. Just a few years ago, he passed away. He passed away from complications from Vietnam. And I always thought of Bill. His name is Bill Robinson. I always thought of him. And then when I came to this time to do something for the veterans, I called Steve Massey from the Veterans Association. I said, Steve, I says, I want to do something special for the veterans. I'm looking for some ideas, but I don't know what to do. So he said, let's have a meeting, we'll talk about it. He came over to Sawyer Motors, and we sat down, and he talked about the Veteran Shelter Project. Within 2 minutes, and believe me, I never make a decision on the spot. I talked to my employees, I talked to my sponsors, I talked about all our volunteers. I didn't ask them for this decision. I took it upon myself to say, this is a project that I want to be in. Because there's not many times that go by that I don't think of Bill Robinson and all the other vets that helped us with all the situations that are out there today. So with that, because of my sponsors, because of my 2 veterans over there that helped me this weekend as volunteers, I'm happy to say that Sawyer Motors, because of our car show, that we could donate this check for $11,000 that we have acquired over this past weekend that because of our community has supported.
It's going to go to the United Way.
Yep.
Here you go.
Can we hold it down a little bit so you can see your faces?
Here you go.
Where's the county executive?
Here we go. You're doing fine.
I'm sorry, just give me 1 more second. Can't miss this opportunity. One more. I'm sorry. One more. Ah, such a beautiful moment. I'm like, wait, we gotta save it forever.
Bob
Thank
and
you.
Sawyer Motors, and the car show's a lot like our version of Ed McMahon.
With that, I'll close, and I say thank you again for giving me this opportunity to do this. Thank you.
Thank